What's up, everybody? Derek here, and today we are at my house remodel to talk about that right there behind me. That is my enclosed patio, and we're going to talk about how I framed it in and how you can frame yours in too, because that is so much space that you can add on to the value of your home for virtually nothing. I mean, maybe $1,000, $200 for the window, as you see there, and like $400 for the door back there. So under $2,000, and it could be up to $20,000 to $30,000 you could add on to a house. So let's talk about it and go through this. All right, as you can see on this house, this is the original roof line. Nothing has changed. These are original 2x6s. I did put new 2x6s on the outside fascia boards of this house, and it definitely stiffened it up. This house does have the original tongue and groove decking on the roof. Did have to add a piece right here. It hasn't been painted yet. Now, I do have part of the house painted, as you see right there, but that's where I stopped. So it will have the caulked in lines. This is what it looks pre-painted. Now, I saved a ton of money on this board and batten by taking these 4x8 sheets, this is hardy, and I'm not sure where my seams are, but I'm sure one of them is probably right in here. But I stripped them down. I took the table saw and I ran these sheets through there on the table saw and basically ruined a blade. But I was able to put board and batten slats all the way around this house. So this thing is heavily protected. It's got plywood sheathing on the inside, 1/2 inch. It's got the regular 1 inch, or actually I believe these are 3/4 by 4 inch hardy trim boards. So I did use those, but I saved a ton by doing these slats. Now this house is going to be super protected, weathered in with all this caulking, and it looks like somebody already made a home. So we got a wasp nest up there. We'll put in this nice sliding door. It's got the internal blinds. Now if we go around, it's just a clean look, and as you can see, I boxed these in on the ends, so that'll be caulked in. I put in another 2x6 to help with the inside. This is going to be the nailer for the inside, and this is on the outside to help strengthen it up. But all the way down through here. Now we do have a window, but no window over here. We got our HVAC unit, and you can kind of see where we added in. The back side of the house was somewhere within here where it came in, and so we just extended it on over. Actually, you can see right there, that's where the back of the house was and where the patio is. So it was on that slat right there. Now this house is gonna be so much nicer, and 144 square feet that we added to this thing. So whatever you've got average for your comps in your neighborhoods, you could add so much equity and value to your own home. So let's go inside and check this thing out. All right, here is the entryway into our home. And this used to be a carport right in here. So this line of this wall right here was actually part of the carport. So we added onto that as well. And this house is a mess right now. It's in the rough end stages. But as you can see, we created an open floor plan. And this is what we created from the addition. Now, the linoleum ending, there used to be an exterior door right here. And then there used to be a small room from the back side of the original part of the house. So it went across here. So I had to cut down right here, as you see where the cuts are, where the white paint ends. That was the old outside of the house. So the water heater used to sit right here in a little bitty room that was down about 2 feet. So it was a step down, and the washer tie-in was out here, and the outside door was open right there. So it was a door here, door there. So basically we just opened it up by taking that wall out legally with a permit through the city. As a homeowner, you can do these things, especially here in Texas. Not all states allow this, but by doing it, that was the old corner of the house, and now it's supported. We reframed it, reframed this outside, and our window is a little bit lower, but it's because of the height of the ceiling. which right there is about 6 foot. So we've got a 6 foot ceiling height at the end of the wall. So it's not too bad, but this is gonna be like a flex room, like a kid's room basically. So the door opens inward here, and we're gonna have a step down. Just a small corner, but this is just how easy it is to add on to your home. We put in a header right here. And so now we have a big open floor plan. Now, whether this is gonna be a man cave, a kid's playing room, who knows what. But 144 in some areas around where I live, it's 200 a square foot. So you start adding that up with 144 square feet that you added to your house, and bam, you've just added a ton of equity to your home. And now this is a fully functional house. It went from a 2-bed, 1-bath to now it's a 3-bed, 2-bath. And as you can see, I used the old sheet of plywood right there, those, but the rest of them are these with the backing board or the backing foil on them. And then the concrete hardy, or the concrete fiber hardy board on the outside. So this is definitely a great build. And the floor is actually up because it was a lower. So since it stepped down right here where the door used to be, we put in 2x6s all the way across. So we do have concrete wall that comes right over to this corner. And then since we created a wall, we're able to tie in a board all the way across, put on hangers, and then tie in a board across to support the middle. So there is no give to the flooring at all. And this is now an amazing space. Added so much more room and just makes sense. We're standing in the kitchen right now. So with one big row of cabinets, it's going to go along this wall. Now you have your little backward room, your little room that's kind of in the back to hang out away from everybody. And then you've got the living room going into the bedrooms, which is back in there in the bathroom right there. So this house is now fully functional, and it was all kinds of messed up with the layout. You know how those older homes are. As you can see, wall came out, and there was an opening here, an opening there. It just made no sense. But now it does. Well, guys, that is what I did. I just wanted to show you what I did by enclosing and framing this in. 16 on center, saved so much money. It really doesn't cost that much to actually do a job like this. If you've got the time, you own the house, you can turn in your own permits in the state that you live in. You can do your own work. You got to check into it because not all states allow it, but the state of Texas does, and I'm taking advantage of it since I am the homeowner. So I'm doing the electrical, plumbing, and the framing. I'm not an expert, but I do what I can, and I get it inspected. That way it's done right. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.